Hey everybody, Masaki here, giving you another Eden video. I know I haven't been doing any Wushu videos for quite some time and posted an Eden in a bit because I was focusing on finishing off my Jedi Academy Let's Play and started my Mirror's Edge Let's Play. But yeah, I still have quite a few videos to edit and put together before I can even post and get a decent number of the Mirror's Edge stuff up for you past the last three videos there. So I had a little chat there, as you can see. I figured just give you a little video of me messing around in Eden here, and actually if I do any Wushu videos here coming up, they're actually going to be the story quest instead of just messing around and doing side things. Because I hadn't quite finished that, but I'd kind of, stopped doing anything but Eden. Essentially, I haven't even done Terra for a while recently. I ended up taking way too long and being booted from the one helpful guild I was in and joined another, and yeah, they're kind of, the people that helped me in that had left before I even stopped doing that. So I'm not even ready to even start potentially doing Terra for you, doing some messing around in Terra videos just yet. That's what I'm going to do right now is I grabbed a couple reputation quests or rep quests, because in order for me to do the books for this area I need another level. I have to be a level 63 before I can even do those book quests. So I'm just going to be doing some rep quests. I might jump and do a dungeon run for you just to show off a dungeon here, because I know I've shown 3 versus 3 and 3 versus 3 monster arena, but I haven't actually shown anything else so much per se. So I might actually show you a dungeon here this time around. Right now I'm playing as my engineer, who is level 56. I have a level 60 hunter and martial artist for unlocking ranger in the next 3 character levels. I have samurai unlocked, and I might switch and show that off, as I have been leveling that. At level 50, I might have mentioned before, but at level 50, or class level 50, not character level 50, you unlock a class skill. You unlock a regular class. How can I refer to this class each? Engineer is a class, ranged is the type. But that's what I'm trying to say. At level 50, each type of class, ranged defense, melee, mage, healer, whatnot. Level 50 at it's character level 60. My bad. Sorry about that. At character level 60, for each class type, you unlock a level 60 ability. For ranged, for the chibi, it's a turret. Which is part of either the best range class, because they get this haul-ass turret they can use. I'm not even really killing what I need to be killing here. What I have to be killing are the reflector scales, these fish right here. So, record me finishing up these 2 classes. I shouldn't take much time at all, and after I finish this one, I'll actually switch into Samurai and do some recording showing you some of that class. It is like insane, because it is like a dual class unlock, and it like kills everything really fast. Need about 15 or so more of these guys, or more like 16 maybe. I'll switch and take out the named mob right there as Samurai after I finish this one reputation quest off here. So in like 2 weeks, finally, Tales of Xillia will be released over here. That'll be awesome. I'm probably not going to finish Mirror's Edge before I get that taken care of. But I will do my 3rd Let's Play I was thinking of doing alongside of Xillia, unless Xillia becomes a little too like detailed and involved, because something I've been seeing that kind of annoys me quite a bit. I'm going to switch here. Samurai. Now I have to switch my weapon. And let's take this moron down. Is if I go to try to cut footage from the recording out in the editor after I save from the editor, okay, well, I have one program I record the gameplay in for the console, okay, and then after that I remove it to the editor, and if I try cutting it out in the editor the way I would for my first Let's Play, it kind of airs out on me, so I can't really do that so much, but I will try to see if I can get it to work. And cutting it out in the program I recorded in itself is like really complicated. And that's so much something I'm really looking forward to trying to... Well, I looked it up, I kind of know what I have to do, but it's like really difficult to even figure out. But I will do what I can to cut things out. And if I can't, I'll just do what I've been doing, and I'll let you know, skip ahead of this. But from now on, I'm going to try to cut out things that aren't necessarily needed inside the videos by either pausing them or stopping that recording and starting a whole new one after I get past the part where I'm stuck for a while. Might just be a lot better for me to even just eventually get a whole new thing. But anyways, I kind of found out it kind of sucked. It's like I have to have some sort of bank account to get the money from YouTube, so I don't think I can have any way to actually get one set up, because my mom will probably freak out on me some about like wanting to do that for it and tell me it's not needed and blah blah blah, that sort of thing. So I don't know if I'll be able to ever get the money I've been making off of YouTube here. I could just tell it to direct the money from AdSense to PayPal, that'd be perfect, but there's like no option to really do that per se. Alright. I have to kill 14 of these guys and then 14 of another guy, just like that fish rep quest, kill 14 of 2 different guys that kind of look the same, slightly different. And as you can see, these guys, they die super fast. With Samurai here, but Samurai is DPS, it does not tank, so it does take decent damage when you're hit. See, I just took like 300 damage there. Okay, well, aside from that, I don't know much else. Last time I sat down and recorded, I recorded chapters 4 and 5 back-to-back for Mirror's Edge. It actually took a lot of time, and I failed and died quite a bit, and a decent bit of rage at one point. I left some of that in, but we'll see what happens. Is like when I supposedly cut out the fails after a certain point, I just paused the video, and then like I started recording back up after I got past the spot I was dying at. So I don't know how well that's gonna, you know, work out, if it's fixed it or not. I won't know exactly how that, if that's a decent way for cutting out footage or not, until I actually get to editing the video and watching it back. So now I have to kill another 14 of these guys. And then I think I'll go back an area or two to do a dungeon run for you guys here in this bit. I'm kind of quiet. It's just because I'm a bit, you know, annoyed and down about the fact it's like I have to have some sort of bank account somewhere to link my YouTube account into to actually receive the money I'd be getting. I don't know if I like even be able to get that done. So I just have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah, the program they ask you to use, it's so like ridiculously unnecessary to make it that complicated to get money. It's like, I'll just link it into PayPal, you know, that'd be like the best thing ever for that. Now I want to pull up the map. Let me pull up my items and grab my little alpaca here. This fail pile won't be much longer. I don't want to do too much. I don't even sit and eat and all that long at once anymore. So I'm just gonna run backhand in these two. Go back a couple areas to do a dungeon run, because it's a dungeon that I thought was pretty interesting and make for interesting video footage there. And do that, and then probably end it off. Watching me do a couple of quests on the open that are just kind of repetitive and not really show off too much besides a couple of skills. Isn't all that interesting, but that's why I'm going to go show a dungeon now and show off Samurai here for a little bit. Okay, how close are we? Wow, pretty darn far. Okay. Well, there's the lake, so we're not all that far anymore. Balea Lake. All frozen over and pretty and cold. As we're in an area, as you can see, called Shiver Peak. Appropriately named, as it's a mountain and it's covered in snow and it's nice and cold. This is, well, let me look. It's a level 63 to 65 area, but like, you can actually do here the first. Oh, that's right. I have to drop some stuff off before I can carry anything. Alright, let's see. Is that worth it? Yeah, but that's the next level, so I'm going to sell that for now. Actually, I'm going to sell anything level 63 except for that, because I can't just get that back. But basically, oh man, what was I going on about now? I lost my place. About stuff that I was, well, I don't really remember what the heck I was going to say anymore. I had it for a second, then when I switched my thought of focus, because I had to sell some stuff, it kind of slipped my mind. Let's see, where do I want to go? Witchcraft. It's Black Flame, I think. Oh no, this isn't it, although Sentry is a pretty interesting dungeon, but it's not the dungeon I'm wanting to go to. Alright. Was it Witchcraft? No, it was the Highlands. After I run this, I'm going to leave. Okay, oh good, the warp's right here by it instead of where I enter from. This is where the window I want. Let's see. Let's work on Warrior some more here. Close that, pop this. Put my shield and a sword. Alright, where's the entrance? There it is. I'm just going to do a limited set up all of the buffs. I'm using my dog right now instead of my fox to try to have some experience and pull him up a little bit. Oops. I just hit my mic there. Oh man, I got stunned. Now this dungeon has it's either 4 or 5 bosses and has 2 of them that are right next to each other, so you have to kind of pull them apart, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to show it. I show that unique spot where you have 2 bosses that are right there next to each other. There's another dungeon here kind of like that. Oh goody, job level. Alright, let's see. Angry Punch, Titan Wall. Let's sit down here and just let this debuff wear off on me. Let him heal. Okay, well, what did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, as I started out earlier, this isn't probably quite what I wanted to mention. You know, this will be coming out in 2 weeks on Friday. So, getting that, let's play that alongside what I was probably going to do for my 3rd IP as it is. So aside from that, let's drop these. I don't use them at all. Is that better? No. That's not better either, but I'll keep them to sell later on. Okay. So, yeah. That, you know, again, I probably will eventually ask at some point anyway. Pretty positive, I'm like 80% sure when I do, she'll say like no to helping me, and I'm not quite sure how to set that up myself, so just have to, you know, grunt and bear it if she just says that and just never make the money that I would have off of this. Which, I like doing this for you guys, you know, don't get me wrong, but it would have been some amount of money coming in right now, regardless. I have a heal here. And I'm going to run up here so this guy can't attack me, so I can heal. No. I'm going to be pretty quiet from here on in the rest of this. This will probably go on about another 10 minutes or so, because that's pretty close to the 20 mark when I came down into the dungeon. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I haven't even come to the first boss yet. In fact, I think the first boss is actually the pair of bosses I was talking about. And there's 2 more after that. I'll be switching around, oh man, I got stunned. I'll probably be switching around my class to actually try to get the class drops and break them, because each boss has a certain class that'll get certain drops from them, and a certain weapon to get the BP drops. So I'll probably try to just get those for the heck of it. Hopefully I can get some of them. That'll be rather nice. Get another Cestus. Either get the Cestus that I bought with my CCM, or get the one that I got rid of on accident from these first 2 bosses. And before this I was just kind of sitting in White Knight 2. I just got rank 16, trying to get the materials for the last 2 pieces of the armor I was making for the moment. I went and made the Garrison Blade for myself, at least until Rebirth, but I'm going to be switching my focus once I do. I made the Garrison Blade, and I finally got the last 3 pieces I needed. One of them was like the second rarest drop, which was kind of annoying, but it was like something you could get just out normally from everything. Close to dying here. So some of this video is kind of quiet, just kind of spur of the moment, sort of, let's go do a video here. Sort of set up as I was going to hop in to do some stuff, and I figured I might as well record some. But I don't have much to say besides what I had said towards the beginning of the video. Right up ahead there's the first 2 bosses. The dungeons they actually get longer and longer as you go, and you end up fighting like 4 to 5 bosses a dungeon here. This is pretty high on. This is like a level 60 dungeon, so if you're like, not that close to my level, then you don't have to worry about taking on dungeons like this just yet. You'll start with like maybe 2 bosses, and then maybe later on you have to fight 3 for a while. Even the three boss dungeons aren't even that difficult. Once you get to like taking on 4 to 5, then it gets a little challenging here. Alright, so I took out everyone there. Gonna sit down and recover again. I just hope she will agree to like. She was the one that actually got the card that I used to record my console with, and started doing this. And she was fine with me like trying to make a bit of money off of it. I just hope she'll be okay like helping set up a bank account for the money to go into for me, because once I set up a bank account, I can do an electronic transfer to send it straight into PayPal for me. Right there, Bob and Banks Johnson. Those are the 2 bosses I was talking about over here that are right next to each other. But before I go and take them on, I am going to... Well, I actually have to end off this video here, so I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button whether you've been watching or playing along, and until then, goodbye, and I'll continue this dungeon then.